All right, here we go. We're going to do part 2 of Unit 9 Study Guide. These are the answers that you're supposed to come back and check. We're going to start with, wrong problem. We're going to start with this one, and it says, which could be used to find the solutions for x? So we're going to break this down. The product, well, product means multiply. Let's get a better color. Product means multiply of 6 and a number is less than 24. Okay, so I'm going to put this together. Now they're out of order, it looks like. So this is times, this is 6, and this is in. So what all of this is saying is 6 times a number, and I'm going to make it x now, is less than 24. So the answer to our DMA would be to grab this one. It's got to be less than, so it'll be that one. On this over here, hopefully you're seeing what I'm seeing. Over here, your answer will be the answer on this one says less than 24. So there is the answer for that one. We will go back over to our other problem. And we're going to go to the next one down here. Which graph better represents only the solutions to -3 times the quantity x plus 5? So you love this part, but it is going to make you distribute first. So it's tying in some of the stuff, like I've warned you, that comes along with it. So we have to distribute the 3 times the x, so -3 times x plus -3 times 5, okay, is less than or equal to 21. So this becomes -3x plus, that'll be -3 times 5 is -15, which is less than or equal to 21. So we need to be able to move, I wish I had white to draw with, but I guess I don't, move this -15 over. So I'm going to add 15 to both sides. And you get -3, this is terrible, x is less than or equal to 36. All right, now, hopefully we can read this. This -3 is multiplied, so I'm going to divide both sides by -3. I have to use that inverse operation. X, now I divided by -3, so this has to flip. That will be where a mistake is made. To 36 divided by 3 is -12. So final answer, we're trying to match the graph that goes with x. X is greater than or less than -12. So I can eliminate, this has the sign underneath it, so I can eliminate this one, I can eliminate this one. Now I just have to decide which one it is. Well, my variable is on the correct side, so my arrow then has to go this way. So my answer is A. On your study guide, you will press, looks terrible, I believe it's still A. Okay, moving to the next problem. Okay, and on this one, you just basically have to start trying. So it's got some, which ones will make these true. So I'm going to have to do the work. So if I substitute -4 in for m, this becomes -2 times the -4 minus 5 is greater than 10. So -2 times 4 is +8 minus 5 is greater than 10. Let's see, 8 minus 5 is 3. It's greater than 10, so the answer is that is no. So we could put a big fat X over this one. No. We're going to try the next problem. I'm going to substitute in -6. So let's see. -2 times -6 minus 5 is greater than 10. Let's see. -2 times 6 is 12. Minus 5 is greater than 10. So that's a yes. So I will drag a circle to here, but there may be more than one. So Control C, let's check. Control V. You might not, you don't need to do that. On your answer over here, you're going to click this one because there's more, there could be more than one. We're checking. All right, let's try the next problem. Let's see if 1 works. -2 times 1 minus 5 is greater than 10. Let's see, -2 times 1 is -2 minus 5 more. Well, that's definitely not going to be right. So that will be -7 is greater than 10. The answer to that one is no. So this is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to try all of these. My bet is that this one will be and the 0 won't be. So that's what you do on the test is you just try each of them to see which ones make the statement true. All right. And so on this, you will check the 6, you will check the 10, not anything else. Next problem. Nathan wants to go on a fishing trip with his friend. He feels like he needs to have at least $200. He has already saved 40 and he plans to earn the rest of his money by shoveling snow. If N represents the amount of money he still needs to earn, identify the inequality and graph of the inequality. So this is kind of cool. We have done an assignment like this. So far, it says he needs $200 at least. At least $200. Is $200 enough? Yes. So 200. He wants more than that. Nathan needs more than that. But he has $40. So he's got 40 of that 200. But he needs more. That's how much he needs more. Okay? So we're going to subtract the 40 from both sides. And we're going to end up with X is greater than or equal to 160. So if I'm looking at my answers, $200 is not enough because he's got part of it. Well, I mean, it is enough. But he's got part of that. So these two can be eliminated. It's one of these two. And considering it's on the right, anything more, this is the right answer. Okay. On your DMR, not DMR, on your review, you'll have to select this one because it's got to be more than $160. And you have to select, oh, that's hard to read, this one. Okay, those are the two answers. Now we have another game. It says Mike, let's go back over to here. I like those better. Maybe. All right, so this one is one that you have to think about as well. Mike has $30. He wants to buy a new skateboard for $60 and stickers for $225 each. How many more stickers can Mike buy after buying the skateboard? So we're going to enter an inequality that can be used to solve this problem. Use S for the numbers of stickers. I'm going to go and state to the answer that sometimes you won't be able to come up with the inequality. That's the goal. But if you are unable to come up with the inequality, but you can still do part B and solve it, that gives you partial credit. Okay? So we know that Mike has $30, but his skateboard is $60. So Mike needs at least $60. I'm going to try to write this before I type it. So he needs at least $60. I did that backwards. I don't know how to. Oh, Let's write it again. Sorry. So Mike needs $60. Okay. He wants to buy a skateboard for 30. So this is how much he's spending. Sometimes there's an advantage to checking errors. If Mike only had $30, he could not buy a $60 skateboard. So mine is different than what this problem said. So maybe we'll work this one over here. Okay. So the first thing that we want to do is try to figure out the inequality. So Mike has $60. Okay. And he's going to subtract $30 for his skateboard. He needs this money to be greater than or less than how much stickers that he buys. So the problem is we don't know how much stickers he has. So that's what that S is. But each sticker has to be repeated addition and taken away from how much money he has. This is not the best way to explain it, but in person I did do this one, very similar. So we're going to take $2.25 times S. So if we subtract these two, you get 30 is greater than or less than 2.25. So basically Mike has $30 to spend on stickers. That's an S, okay? So in order to solve this, we're going to divide by 225, both sides. You should be able to have a calculator. Writing it takes a while. So when I divided this, I got 13.33333 repeated. And that is greater than the amount of stickers. So our inequality is going to be kind of hard to write, but you could write this several different ways. There's lots of answers. So I'm leaving this up to you. I have to kind of look at each one. But this one, my short answer text, when it says, what's the greatest number of whole stickers? Well, 13 is the whole number. So the short answer is 13. The inequality will vary. So I'll have to look at that one by hand. And there's your review.